Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to the finale video of my KSP series, or my first KSP series. It's not that I'm going to stop making KSP videos after this, but I just figured I'd end off the series, which has been, well, initially I didn't even know what I wanted it to be about. I just kind of found out, I just kind of figured that out as I went along. Like, I largely just winged this whole series, but I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. Well, and before I ramble off too much, what this mission is going to be is, well, since I've been to the surface of every Kcalbeloh planet and moons at this point, I guess the only last destination to go to is into the Kcalbeloh black hole itself, which will be a suicide mission for any Kerbals who are going to be on it. But this is this finale of my series, so I guess we'll why not end this with a bit of a bang? Well, anyway, so today I'm kind of taking a page out of Bogue's book again with by ending my series by going into the Kcalbeloh black hole, but I have a bit of a different plan in mind. And it's going to involve this plane. And since Bogue used a rocket in their finale, I figured why not I use an SSTO. Well, it means single stage to orbit space plane. Oh. I kind of went, so the reason this thing's so long, well, the fuselage is so long and there's so many crew compartments or crew cabins is I've decided that for this mission, I am going to send, basically the same number of Kerbals on this plane as I have made videos of my series, of this Let's Play, which I believe I am up, this final video is going to put me up to I think I'm going to be on episode 113. So I'm going to be sending 113 Kerbals on a one-way trip into the black hole. With this plane. And really what I did is I just modified the plane that I used for the for the colony episodes of building the colony on Ovok using the Kerbal Colonies mod. Yeah, that one. So pretty much I just took the plane, the plane I used to send my Kerbals to the colony, and I just added more crew cabins, enough to seat 113 Kerbals. And I actually opted to use a different cockpit. Like, even the last one, well, the last time I used the Mark IV expansion mod, I used that cockpit there, which I think it seats 4 Kerbals. Where this one, where this cockpit seats 7 Kerbals, which I'm largely doing just to increase the crew capacity ever so slightly, so I'm enough to see the number of Kerbals I need without having to add, and I guess I chose to do that as opposed to add another crew cabin. But the same, otherwise it's the same as the other plane. Oh, I opted to remove I opted to remove 4 engines, so I only have the 3 pairs of engines on each wing. And I'm doing something a little interesting for like when this plane's in space. These engines are basically dual mode jet engines. They're kind of like the nuclear jet engines that I've used before, only these use a lot of electricity to operate. And in air breathing mode, they just use intake atmosphere and electric charge. And in closed cycle mode, electric charge and liquid fuel. But for my engine that I'm going to be using to travel through space, I've decided to go with basically the smaller version of the engine that I used for my last mission for the interplanetary vehicle, which was that engine, but that engine's obviously too big to fit on the back of this plane, so I'm using the smaller variant of it. Just believe it's the same specific impulse and the same. Well, it's just basically a smaller version of that engine, and it has the same amount of specific impulse, but it produces less thrust because it's smaller, and also requires less radiators. Which, in order to do that, I'm using, I believe it's that radiator, the 1.25 meter one. I just put a bunch of those on the side of the fuselage. And since that engine requires fusion pellets, that's what these 2 tanks are for. Otherwise, I have the same, like the 2 batteries, the liquid deuterium and helium-3 fuel, which both these fusion reactors and that engine require, because I believe that engine also generates power. Most of these fuselage sections I'm not putting fuel in them because the liquid fuel burning mode of the wing engines is only necessary to get into orbit. And once in orbit, I can use that engine on the back, which doesn't require liquid fuel, so I don't need to carry that much of it. And I took off the drills and I took off the mining drills and the convertotron because this plane, once it's taking off, it's not going to land. So there's no need for refueling. And that's pretty much it. And I actually didn't bother putting air brakes on this because I'm not going to be landing, so there's no need for them. So I think all that's left is just populate this plane with Kerbals and then launch it. So I'm going to do off camera because it's quite tedious, but I'll be back with you and this plane's full of Kerbals. Hey, this thing is fully loaded up with all the all the Kerbals I need for this mission. And I've filled it with exactly 113 Kerbals. So this plane has a capacity of 115, but I've loaded it with 113 as to, well, to be the pay homage to my entire series of videos that I've made about this game. And, so without further ado, let's get to launching this thing. And I guess before we launch or take off, it might be even interesting to maybe do an IVA tour. Well, this is what this cockpit looks like. And that's the... I guess that's the actual controls. And then there's 4 seats in the back here. And this is the first screw compartment. And apparently that hatch goes outside. Well, not outside, but to the space that's below the floor. And then it's just, that's just literally the same thing, just keep repeating downward. And the aft section is literally the same as this, only it's not accessible by it's not accessible or not possible to traverse all the way from the front of the plane to the back. I'm thinking maybe doing a little different with this video. Usually I time-lapse a lot of my videos just for the sake of getting them down to a watchable length while leaving most of the mission in the video. But I mean, since this is the finale, maybe I might, I don't know, maybe I might voice over this, or maybe as I'm flying, I might sort of, I don't know, I might reflect on what it's been like making the series, and what I think of the end result. Oh, let's charge the reactors. So we need them to be on for the jet engines to work. And those radiators are already glowing. I need to play with the volume. This plane's really loud. Yeah, maybe like that might be good. And we might have to use up all the runway because this thing is taking off with this thing might be a little awkward. I'll throttle up. Well, I don't think we really need to go all the way to full throttle because the TWR of this plane is kind of ridiculous. Or the thrust to weight ratio. Now we can throttle all the way up and pitch up. So yeah, this making this video series has actually been kind of fun for me. Like, when you just get to play a game casually versus having to record a game and then make videos of that game and also make videos that would be watchable by most people. So, two kind of totally different experiences. And, well, this isn't the first time I've tried Let's Playing a game, but making a Let's Play of a game, but, this is my first time actually doing a Let's Play of a game to completion, on my channel, which for me is a pretty big achievement, especially when to quote-unquote complete the series, it took me like over 100 videos to get there. Though a few times I actually revisited like previous planets I've already been to because of well, one example, the Black Rack Volumetric Clouds mod. I started the series without that. Like, at first I was using, I think it's Astromir's visual pack, which I think is the first, like, visual mod that, like, volumetric, well, the first, like, kind of Eve, like, visual mod that I used, like, getting into modded Kerbal Space Program. And, I was considering someday getting the Black Rack Volumetric Clouds mod, but it being a paid mod, I was initially skeptical, or I guess hesitant's a better word. But, well, so since I have at least a somewhat steady income source now, I've been able to purchase, well, I left my subscription for Black Rack going for a few months, but I technically only really needed 1 month just so I can download the mod. Okay, we're in closed cycle mode now. And these engines kind of cut off due to... I find these engines kind of run out of air pretty early, but they more than make up for that with their really crazy specific impulse, or with the rocket mode. But anyway, once I got Black Rack Volumetric Clouds, I decided to revisit a few previous destinations, like one being the Joule system, which actually is one of my most viewed videos of my series. But the one thing I'm actually kind of proud of with this series is I feel like I've actually maybe set a bit of a trend. Well, I haven't seen other KSP YouTubers do it, but I've, with my videos of actually, flying planes into gas giants, like I think my very first video of doing that on Erlem, that is by far my most viewed video, period. Like, it's the first of my videos to ever break like 1,000 views, which for me is amazing. Like, because I'm like, I consider myself extremely lucky to have a video that breaks 100 views. And while seeing 1,000 views is just amazing. Like, I don't think I would even dream of one of my videos being seen by that many people. Well, I guess I could burn the rest of our liquid fuel, and then once we run out, I can switch to the rear engine. But yeah, and another thing that's been awesome for me with the series is kind of befriending another YouTuber, kind of like commenting on Bogue's videos, and also seeing them comment back to me has also been pretty awesome. I've been watching YouTube videos for over probably the past 12, 15 years, or I think. And I've only started commenting on YouTube videos, I want to say maybe 2-3 years ago. And I mean, usually if it's a really big YouTuber with hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, your comment is not very likely to be seen by the YouTuber. But if it's a smaller YouTuber, then interaction is more possible, and I've actually noticed that, as I've actually happened to watch a few videos made by smaller YouTubers, and by small I mean a few hundred subscribers to maybe even below that. And it's definitely kind of pleasing for me to see my comments actually being responded to. And my interactions with Bogue all started with me discovering their Let's Play of the Kcalbeloh system, because I think I was looking for videos. I think I did a search for Kcalbeloh videos, and there were Bogue, I think, was only maybe on YouTube for probably just a few months by the time I came across their videos. And I think by then, they maybe had I think it was maybe maybe 200, maybe 20 subscribers or 200 subscribers. I think it was 200. And I think by now they've grown to maybe, I think maybe 5,000 subscribers, but I might have to fact check that. And I guess editing me will put the correct number in as a subtitle in the video if I got that wrong. And if 3 years ago, I don't think I would have thought I'd be making Kerbal Space Program videos, but I decided one day, because I've found a liking to this game, and I've become so addicted to it that it's actually has started to surpass Minecraft, and the amount of hours I've been putting into it. And for that reason, I decided at some point I have to I have to start working on. I should probably start making a KSP series. And I just one day decided to start doing that, and I've I mean, even if the videos don't get any views, I still enjoy making them because at least my friend group will get to see them. And well, my friend group being the online community that is known as Skate Gaming, which I've been a member of since its founding in 2021, and I've even been a member of the community that preceded it since 2014. And I mean, even if my videos don't get any views outside of my friends, then it's I mean at least they still get to be seen by some people, and the longer they'll sit on YouTube, it's inevitable that maybe somebody will find them. And I think I first saw what actually got me interested in Kerbal Space Program in the first place was, I think I found, Kurt J. Mack, their videos of the game that they made by now they're like 12 years old, or probably even more, and they were of the game, and it's really rather early days. Where even, it was even so long ago that, re-entry had no consequences. Like there was no re-entry, destructive re-entry heating. And I think even maneuver nodes didn't exist yet. I think I'll just fine-tune that as I get closer. But yeah, it's been kind of been an interesting journey that I've been on with the Swiss, from my days of just watching this game to playing it right now. And I'm recording this on this video. I'm recording on the 20th of November, 2025. And I believe I started this series in, I forget what day or month, but I know it was 2024. So I believe I've been making the series for at least a year, probably even over a year, which is... I mean, I think my second longest series was on Satisfactory, and I think I only made it to maybe 20 or 30 episodes of that series. And I really want to revisit that game someday, because since I last played it, it's gotten many updates, and it's also now in, I think it's in version 1.1 now, and I think last I was playing it, was, I think, in 0.3 something. Well, that was when I first started playing it. So I only stopped talking just to better concentrate, and I guess also to rest my throat a little bit. Actually, now that I think of it, it might be easier just to do this with RCS than with engines. There we go. But yeah, this has been a really fun Let's Play to make, and I look forward to doing more KSP content and maybe even more content of other games in the future. And I'm still kind of learning a lot about how to, as for making Let's Play videos, because for the most of the time on my channel, a lot of my videos have been me on skate saying, hey, can I record today? And then I just press record, do my intro, and then just let the other skaters do the rest as far as providing the entertainment. And haven't been my most popular videos, but my the skate gaming definitely appreciates me making them, and I've even to the point where I have become known as the historian of skate, because I record all the events and stuff and document them. Where these Let's Play videos go, they're a bit more higher effort than that. I have to at least try to engage more with my audience, and also make the video entertaining, which most of the time I don't try to even do. I just play the game and talk about what I'm doing, and also maybe if I have things to talk about, I might talk about them. But most of the time, I just kind of I just play the game, and I mean, if the game has like music like this, maybe I guess it provides some ambiance. And now we're in the Kcalbeloh system now. And we're already on an escape trajectory from the planet Sarah. Well, I don't even think I was gonna go around to the periapsis to do the escape burn, but don't think we even need to do that, because we still, even though we're almost out of our liquid fuel supply, we still have the they're very highly efficient fusion drive on the back, which I guess I'll activate now since we are finally depleted our liquid fuel. Well, now that we have a lot less weight, we actually have more delta V on that engine. Which I'm gonna have to remember to shut off in between burns, or else it will it'll eat the liquid helium-3 and deuterium reserves during time warp. Yeah, I think I'll plan a maneuver to go to the black hole. And I think what I want to do is, instead of going in equatorially, I think I want to go for like a bit of a polar trajectory. I think it might be pretty cool when we're diving into the black hole. And just easier, just wait till we get to apoapsis and then just burn prograde. Maybe see if we can't get facing the target. Okay, so we're on course to enter the black hole in about 200 days. I mean, I could go a little more faster, but I'm actually running out of fuel here. Well, we're close enough where actually we're not totally black. I can actually see the plane now. And there go the inner Kcalbeloh planets whizzing by. That's our view right now. I guess it would have been cooler if we had better windows. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Because I think if you as soon as you even cross the event horizon of this black hole, you just overheat, so think we'll actually get to go directly into it this time. And from here, looks like we will enter the black hole in just 4 days. With the speed that we're currently approaching it at. I don't know what buttons are those, the light. Oh, there we go, there's our lights. I guess we'll stay in the external view. And here we go. This might make a cool thumbnail. Yeah, even though we're going pretty, I think over 100 meters, 1,000 meters per second here, that's how fast we're moving in real time. Just pretty slow. Yeah, it looks like we are crossing the point of no return. Yeah, at this point we would think we'd overheat and explode. Yeah. Oh. There it goes. We're dead. Yeah, kind of interesting that way deep inside this thing there's actually an atmosphere, at least as suggested by the appearance of the re-entry heating, though I guess this is really just a planet that's just kind of styled to look like a black hole with the singularity mod. So I guess it has an atmosphere inside of it, but anyway, this... apologize if I was a bit anticlimactic, but that's the end of the series, or well, my first KSP series of well, my first time making a Let's Play out of this game, and thinking my next Let's Play series, I'm gonna feature I'm gonna be exploring a few of the more recent big planet packs that are actually many of which are still in active development today, and thinking I'll be doing Kerbal Star Systems 2 and Promised Worlds. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I might include the Cosmic Serenity, that the name of that one almost escaped me, but I don't know if I can use all those planet packs together without issues, but I guess we'll find out. But that's the end of this. I guess this is the end of this Let's Play series, and and this has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with this finale video. If you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Peace out. Bye.